to another edition of the Student Fyre podcast, live from the Speak Fyre studio. My name is Bobby Berg. I'm a motivational speaker for schools, and I am here to help you live your best life today. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Student Fyre podcast, live from the Speak Fyre studio. I'm your host, Bobby Berg. I'm a social and emotional learning coach for at-risk students, and y'all, I hope you've had a great week. Last week's episode was it was awesome to film. Let's do our check-in, like we do every single Monday. How are you doing? No, really. Now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way, how are you honestly doing? Because I'm not doing too hot. I'm not very good with super technical things. You know, you tell me, hey, Bobby, I need help building a computer. Got it. Hey, Bobby, I need some small thing done with my car that I'm not really sure how to do. Can you help? Yeah, of course, I'd be happy to. But when it comes to like building a website, I really am not the best at learning brand new technologies like that. For me, that's really difficult if I don't have at least like a YouTube video or like a coach kind of talking me through how to, put it together. So I recently I hired someone to build my website. I gave him everything I wanted, told him what my vision was for it. And I said, hey, whenever you can get this done, man, go for it. Now me thinking, this was going to take the guy maybe a week, maybe a week and a half. This guy said, I don't really get a lot of customers so I hired him from Fyre. And for those of you that don't know, Fyre is a freelance website where you can post your services like, oh, I build websites, or I edit videos, or I edit audio for people, or whatever service you have. Well, it's very, 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 very competitive. And this kid goes, well, I've got about 50 reviews, which isn't much, but they're all really good. And I said, well, I could easily spend $200 having someone else do this, one of the bigwig names that are quote-unquote more trusted. And I said, you know what, though? They had to start somewhere too, didn't they? There was a time when they were on this platform, they had one or two, customers, maybe three. And I said, let's take a leap of faith with this. Y'all, let me tell you something. This kid had my whole website outline done in an hour. An hour. I sent him my stuff. I'm like, hey man, I understand it shows you when they have another customer in the queue. I said, listen, I know you're already working on someone else's stuff. I'm all the way in the US. You're in Pakistan. I understand it, but get this done when you can. There's no rush. He had it done in an hour. He sent it, within the hour, sent it back to me and said, hey man, here's what I have. Please bear with me. This message might sound weird, but my English is my second language and I'm not very good at it, but I'm fluent, but not very good. Y'all, this kid spoke English better than most people that I speak to on a daily basis. It was incredible to read what he was writing. And the detail that he put into this was just so cool. Well, he gives it back to me and I said, hey, I want to make a couple tweaks to it. Is that okay? I already paid you for the service and I said that the website was good to go and I'm satisfied with what it is. And he goes, oh yeah, the things you want to do are super small. Don't worry about it. So I start tinkering with it and I finally fixed exactly what I wanted done. And I sent this kid back, I gave him a tip and I sent him back a message and I said, man, I just want to let you know that one of my buddies needs his website built and I referred him to you specifically and said, don't go to anybody else. This guy is the real deal. And he wrote me the most beautiful thing. And he said, Bobby, you are a complete stranger to me. The only way I know you is through the small donation of money that you've given me for a service. But what you've shown me through the website you had me build, your message, and what you do, he goes, I truly feel that the world has brought us together for a very specific reason, and I just want to thank you for showing me the kindness that so many people haven't. So that was really, I didn't know what to do with that because that was a really cool moment. So I reached out to him a couple hours later and said, hey man, what did you mean by that? He goes, I've been doing this full time now for a year and everybody in my family is making fun of me or they don't believe in me or whatever. And he goes, you are one of the very first people to tell me that not only do I do amazing work, but you're promoting my work for me without me asking. That's how I know I've made it. Now, the reason that I've been all complaining about this is for some reason now the domain isn't opening, so bobbyberg.com is not up. So the surprise that I said I was going to have last week is not here. Sorry. We're working on it. I'll figure it out. If anybody knows how to get it, keeps saying the domain can't be found or the IP address can't be found. If anybody knows how to fix it, please slide my DMs. I would love the help. But anyway, I want everyone to kind of realize that story that I just told you wasn't just because I like the story. I want you all to realize something very important here. He provided an incredible amount of value to me by, 1, saving me time, B, making the process smooth as butter, and lastly, he really went above and beyond for a stranger. This man does not know me. All this man knows is that I need a service done, and he did everything that he could to make sure that I was 100% satisfied. I even messaged him afterwards. I'm like, hey man, so this pop-up we have coming up on, first in the video or on the website, I don't really want it here. Do you know how to help me get rid of this? And within seconds, he goes, yeah, of course, click this, click that, and it'll be gone. Y'all, he was done with the service. He didn't have to message me back. He could have just said, I did what I did. If you want help, hire me. My time's not free, y'all. But he didn't. For free, he just said, yeah, man, here, do this. If you need anything else, just let me know. I got you. Y'all, so many of you go through your day and you wonder why things aren't coming to you. You wonder why your wheels are spinning in the mud. You're wondering why you can't take that next step towards that giant goal that you have. The reason so many of you are in the same boat that you were in last year and the year prior and the year prior is because you're so focused on you. You're so focused on where you're going. You're focused on what mountain you're climbing. You're focused on the recognition that you are going to receive at the end of this journey. What you need to realize is that the real value comes from how you help other people. The real success that you're looking for comes from taking other people and providing immense value for their life. The real progress, the real destination that you're trying to get to is when you look around you and you see how many people you've taken on this journey with you, how many people you've started on their own journey, how many people are walking this path with you because they believe in you, because you gave them something to believe in. I do this every single day on my coaching calls with my kids. I say, guys, listen, you know what you need to do today. I don't care how angry you get. I don't care how many people make fun of you. I don't care how many people get in your way. I don't care what rude things someone might say to you or anything bad that might come your way today. You need to do one single thing today to call it a successful day, and that is provide immense value for one person without being asked or prompted. So that's your homework for this week, y'all. I want you we're not even going to go 5 days a week. I want you to pick one day this week. Find someone that you can see needs help, somebody that needs assistance in anything, and I want you to help them and go above and beyond any expectation they could possibly have without expecting anything in return. Because I promise you, the second you do, you're going to see your life turn around. It might not be a lot, but even if it's just a little bit of turnaround in the right direction, that might be all the push that you need to really take off. I hope you have a wonderful week. I love you very much. You are powerful. You are loved. You have value beyond your wildest dreams. And I hope you understand that you are changing the world on a daily basis. Every small moment that you have, every small victory makes the world a better place. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Whew, that was another awesome episode of the Student Fyre podcast. Thank y'all for sticking around for this long, but I got a question for you. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? See, when I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions, like how do I record an episode? How do I get my show to apps? Like, do I have to do it individually, or can I just have one place that does everything for me? And most importantly, how do I make money from my podcast? Is that even an option? Well, honestly, y'all, your answer is Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it is 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors that want to advertise on your podcast. Yes, you. That means you can get paid to make the podcast. You can get paid to podcast the right way. In fact, that's exactly what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. If you want to get in on this, if you want to make your podcast a reality and you want your success and your word to be a thing, man, you already know. Hop over to Anchor and give it a start. You won't regret it. Catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.
I got you.
It's coming. Are you ready to ignite the fire?
We are Speak Fyre.
Oh, and by the way, that's Fyre with a Y.
What's going on, everyone?
Internal fire.
Student Fyre.
Young Fire. Father's Fire.
Leadership Fire.
Champion Fyre.
Unlocking the fire within.
Thank you all for tuning in. Let's grow.
Speak Fire.
SpeakFyre.com.
Speak Fyre with a Y. We have a new episode that comes out every Monday at 4 a.m. Are you going to be up with us? Deuces.
I am excited to bring you my new book, Trendsetter, 7 Steps to Radically Stand Out to Be the Best You. This book details my journey of coming to the United States and being excited to embrace the American culture. But unfortunately, my culture was not accepted, and I found myself being bullied as a young girl. And in this process, I decided that I wanted to disconnect from my culture to be more accepted into American culture. And through that process, I got so depressed from trying to fit in that I attempted suicide my freshman year in high school. So this book talks about the journey of what I did to become radically transformed to be the strong woman I am today. This book is something that's really going to enable the reader to understand and embrace who they are, embrace what makes them special, and become radically transformed. Get your copy today at becomingatrendsetter.com. Again, that is becomingatrendsetter.com, or check it out at my website at aishathomas.org.